Scotland. Good morning, social media land. I hope you're well. It is Wednesday, the 27th of November, 2024. Today, we must discuss an urgent and unsettling issue. Kenny Farquharson recently wrote that Reform UK could become the kingmakers in Scotland's Parliament. He cited analysis by Professor John Curtis, warning that Reform's rise might force unprecedented coalitions or alliances in Holyrood. This would place a far-right party at the heart of Holyrood's decision-making process, undermining Scotland's progressive values and devolution itself. Reform UK's anti-devolution agenda threatens not only Holyrood, but Scotland's ability to govern herself. The stakes could not be higher. Farquharson rightly highlighted that this moment requires bold strategies to keep Reform UK out of Holyrood. This is about more than electoral tactics. It's about safeguarding Scotland's principles and inclusivity, sustainability and fairness. So how do we stop Reform UK from gaining seats? The answer lies in unity, a transformative strategy that puts Scotland's national cause above party rivalries. The independence movement must evolve, embracing a coordinated approach to deliver both a pro-independence government and a pro-independence opposition. The current electoral system, with its mix of first-past-the-post and proportional representation, presents both challenges and opportunities. While the SNP dominates constituency seats, many of their list votes are wasted, giving unionist parties, and now Reform, a disproportionate advantage. This inefficiency must be addressed if Holyrood is to remain a bastion of progressive governance. A united strategy is the solution. Some of you are not going to like it. Under this plan, the SNP would focus exclusively on constituency seats to secure a majority government. Pro-independence parties such as ALAPA, ISP, the Greens, anybody else would target specific regions in the list vote, avoiding any party overlap. So that means like the Greens would be in one region without any other independence parties in the list. ALAPA would be in another, and ISP in another. This cooperation would maximise pro-independence representation across Scotland. It would deliver a pro-independence government and a strong opposition, sidelining union and far-right parties like Reform UK. But such a strategy demands discipline and commitment to the national cause well above party politics. It requires the leaders of the independence movement to set aside rivalries for the greater good. A divided movement will waste votes and enable unionists and far-right parties to gain ground. Do any of you want to see that? A united movement will demonstrate strength, resilience and a shared vision for Scotland's future. The independence movement must also reach disillusioned voters. In the 2024 general election, over 250,000 SNP supporters stayed at home, discouraged by internal conflicts and the lack of a compelling vision. Others turned to Labour, believing it offered an alternative despite Scottish Labour's alignment with Westminster's agenda. When I say Scottish Labour's alignment to Westminster, they're not aligned. They're the same damn party. They're an English party in Scotland who take orders from Westminster, the same as the Tories, the same as the Liberal Democrats. Scottish Labour has supported cuts to the winter fuel payment, has endorsed private sector involvement in the NHS. Anas Sarwar's promise to reinstate the winter fuel payment is undermined by Labour MPs backing those very cuts in Westminster. Scottish Labour's contradictions expose them as disconnected from Scotland's values and Scotland's needs. The independence movement must expose this hypocrisy and present itself as the only progressive path forward. At the same time, Reform UK's rise must be confronted head-on. Reform's anti-net zero stance, stricter immigration controls and anti-devolution rhetoric are regressive and very dangerous for Scotland. Their promises are designed to attract attention, not to offer meaningful solutions. This is called populist politics. A strong pro-independence presence in Holyrood will marginalise Reform and protect Scotland's Parliament. Grassroots activism is crucial to this strategy's success. The independence movement's strength lies in the passion of ordinary Scots. Activists must educate voters about this plan and counter unionist and Reform UK narratives. Some of you will probably be thinking, how do you get the SNP and Alapa, the Greens, etc. all to do this? Well, you don't, they're their own people, but do you know something? If enough of us start talking about it, enough of us start pushing it, enough of us say that that's what we're going to do, what choice do they have? Local campaigns, digital platforms and community engagement will be key to driving this. The movement must also project unity in its messaging. Pro-independence leaders must present a cohesive front, focusing on shared goals and setting aside differences. Disagreements should remain within Holyrood and not be aired publicly. We need to keep the politics and disagreements inside Holyrood. But see, outside Holyrood, we need to be fighting for the same cause, the bigger cause, the massive picture that is our national movement, our national cause. And that's independence. And also creating a pro-Scottish Parliament, a true Scottish Parliament, one that has a Scottish government and a Scottish opposition. This unity will inspire voter confidence and show Westminster that Scotland stands together in its pursuit of independence. The rise of Reform UK is a direct threat to Scotland's progress, Parliament and identity. But it's also an opportunity for the independence movement to evolve and demonstrate its maturity and vision. By working together, the independence movement can deny Reform UK the seats that they seek. It can deliver a pro-independence government and a pro-independence opposition that reflects Scotland's values. This is more than an election. It's a campaign to secure Scotland's future. With courage, unity and determination, Scotland can rise to this challenge and build a brighter, independent future. I'll leave you with this wee question. If we fail to unite against Reform UK, can we truly say that we're defending Scotland's future? Or is shouting at your brothers and sisters in arms the best that we can actually do? This is it. This is the catalyst for unity. I think most Scottish people have disagreements with the values of reform than they do with the values of the SNP, Alapa, the Greens, etc. And if you don't, you need to have a look at yourself in the mirror and decide whether or not independence is for you, because if you're placing all your eggs in one political basket, then maybe you're a basket case, because it'll never work. It will never work. We need to be together on this. We need to unite to fight reform. We do not want their values being aired in our parliament, ever.
I can't get no sleep.